I could come in here feeling lousy, but it instantly flips me when I walk out. Climbing means everything.
2 mornings a week you can find her, 59-year-old Michelle Sloan at Sportrock Climbing Center in Alexandria, Virginia. She has been climbing with Molly for 2.5 years and shows no signs of slowing down.
The goal is just every day to be able to do more than I've done the day before.
Besides the general health benefits of rock climbing, Michelle was attracted to the sport for a particular reason. It all dates back to 5 years ago when the subtle changes began.
I was limping a little bit on my left leg, and then it started to get a little bit more apparent, and then I felt like I was starting to walk, quote, quote, like an old lady.
It took Michelle a couple of doctor appointments before she found out it is Parkinson's disease. And that is an illness she's all too familiar with. Michelle had helped care for her mother, who lived with Parkinson's disease for nearly 20 years.
I face that vision every day when I wake up, and when the symptoms are the worst. And when I came here and I did the first climb, I felt like, wow, I can't walk, but I can climb. I can't believe I did that. Wow, that's amazing. It was just a miraculous feeling. It was just totally miraculous.
The effects of rock climbing on Parkinson's patients has been studied in Europe, but not in the U.S. That's until Sportrock Climbing Center partnered with the Parkinson Foundation of the National Capital Area and offered their members free climbing sessions every Friday. Molly said, although Parkinson's affects every single person completely differently, the benefits of climbing are across the board.
Parkinson's is a disease of movement, so movements become difficult. And there's specific movements that become difficult, and one of those things is making big movements, and climbing is making a lot of big movements. Another thing that's difficult for them is to initiate movements, and I know when they walk sometimes you put a line on the ground and it's a target for them to step over, and with climbing there's holds up on the wall, so they get a visual cue. They see the hold and then they just can reach to it.
There you go, a little more.
Usually when I talk to people who have Parkinson's, they'll be like, yeah, I can't do that, or that's for somebody who's just diagnosed, or somebody in their 30s, and it kind of drives me crazy because I'm like, no, it's not. It's for everybody.
Just ask Bob, who is 70 years old and was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 13 years ago.
Small, intricate moves on the ground come hard, but I'm not limited on the wall. I know I can do it. I feel the energy, and I go for it. It's a very rewarding feeling, especially to get to the top. I've never jumped out of a perfectly good plane with a parachute, but I can imagine this is close to it. When you get up to the top and you look down from a 40-foot wall and say, I did that, it's dramatic.
The exhilaration from climbing is not isolated to Michelle and Bob. Instead, it is a feeling that transcends all the climbers regardless of their stage of Parkinson's. Over the past 4 years, a unique tribe has formed within the larger climbing community at Sportrock Climbing Center. They laugh together, they joke together, and they support each other. They were connected by Parkinson's at first, but at the end of the day, it is the love of climbing that unites them, Parkinson's or not.
My husband is getting near retirement age, and we're talking about, well, do we still want to live in the DC area, and where do we want to live? And like, wherever we go, there has to be a wall.
Right, you got it.
It's a necessity for me. I have to rock climb.